The next activity is scenarios. So every table will have one scenario. So a scenario tells you about, we've got printed here papers, scenario tells you about a situation that someone wants to get to know someone, but they found this out. How would you advise them? You're an advisor to this person. They say, advise me. How would you advise them? There are scenarios of certain situations that people find out. So I want you to study this, and then how would you advise these people? Whatever it is, what will be your advice? And so when it comes to marriages and spouse selection, your deen and akhlaq should be your priority. It doesn't mean you're the best iman and the best akhlaq. That's not what I mean. It means you know that you've got to improve your akhlaq. So how are you going to help me improve my akhlaq? That's the question. How are you going to help me to get closer to God? That's the question. Okay? So in conclusion, my dear brothers and sisters, as a conclusion for today, if there's anything that you took from today, is this, should be this, that a priority should be iman and akhlaq, okay? In selecting a spouse. I say this, I'm a bit old school with this, okay? I say this, but please try to always make this a priority, because this is what's going to keep you as a couple. Other things are preferable, are good, will be a nice have, a good thing to have, but they're not something that is essential. Essential is your. And then some people came and told me, well, actually akhlaq is a massive area. Yes, but your commitment to akhlaq in making sure that there's trust, making sure that there is respect, in terms of there's good communication, in terms of well-mannered communication, in terms of no ghibah, no lying. When they talked about lying, being very transparent, being open, having an open heart. All these are akhlaq. That's what I mean by akhlaq. I don't want to go into it, but you know what akhlaq is. Okay, being emotionally intelligent. All these are akhlaq. So you make sure that this is a priority for them. And they have the foundations that they can build so that they can have good akhlaq, inshallah. Again, guys, spouse selection, there is no science for spouse selection. Okay? So it's not like you came today for a workshop and now you're an expert in selecting a spouse. There is no such thing. What we've done today is give you a flavor of what it means, certain things that are priorities and things like that. But the most important thing is you do your work and then have tawakkul on Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Do you know what tawakkul means? Tawakkul doesn't mean like, I have to now, for example, find a wife and I do a bit of work and then I say, okay, I'm doing tawakkul. Have you done enough work? Have you done enough investigations? And then the last thing that you can do, you can't do anything else other than do tawakkul on Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. That is what tawakkul truly means. Okay? So you do tawakkul on Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Remember your intention, the reason why, in my belief, the reason why some fail, some go through hada is because God is not in their heart. Their priority, when I'm thinking about, this girl, or this boy, or hada, when I'm thinking, I'm not thinking about God. I'm thinking, are they going to make me happy? Are they going to make me medicinal? Inshallah, yeah, that's good. You should have that in your mind. But before that, is she going to help me to get closer to God? Is he going to help me to get closer to God? Okay? And if that's not your question, then it should be your question. That's the fundamental thing. Yes? And I must say, some of you have mentioned, but some of you have gone slightly away from that. What's really important is we all agree that the first question here is the most important question. How are you going to get me closer to Allah? Okay? And so, inshallah, you will find, do not ever despair of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Allah is with you. He's closer to you than your jugular vein. يَحُولُ بَيْنَ الْمَرْءِ وَقَلْبِهِ. He just goes between your heart and you. So that's you, really. Okay? And He's always here with you. He's your best friend 24 hours a day. If you go through trials, if you go through health problems, if you go through financial issues, if you go through societal, community issues, etc., this is a trial. It's not the end of the world. He is always here with you. Again, from the bottom of my heart, for coming today I know it's difficult to come to a spouse selection workshop. You've done amazing. You're an amazing group, really, really well. I've thoroughly enjoyed it, and inshallah, you got something out of this. You know, my apologies for shortcomings, maybe certain things that you didn't really like, certain things that you didn't. But, you know, again, please do provide feedback. Your feedback is vital. Feedback on me and feedback for the organizers,